Hello there PokeMoshPit, my name is Tommy, or Pyrotoz if you prefer, and today I'm bringing you a Wi-Fi battle against a guy called LuigiFan1234. And I thought I should probably give a little intro on myself just before we get into kind of the meat of the battle, just because most of you guys have probably never heard of me before. So I've been around on YouTube for maybe, 3 or 4 years I guess, but the stuff I've been posting has been predominantly Call of Duty stuff, and it's only in recent months that I've actually tried to get into Pokemon, so hence why I was really excited when I got a message from Rich, aka Inert Fury, saying, Pyrotoz, how would you like to post to the main PMP channel? Because I'd posted only once before to the PMP beta channel. And I said, yes, I would love that opportunity. So I want to say a big thanks to Inert Fury, as well as all the other guys at PokeMoshPit, for giving me the opportunity to post here. Now, getting into the battle, I lead off with my Wormadam Steel here. It's kind of my standard lead. I say standard in quotation marks because it's maybe not the best lead, especially when your opponent predicts that and leads with a Magmortar. Definitely getting out of there. And part of me wanted to go to Heatmore to get the Flash Fire boost, but then I thought, if I do that, it'll probably predict that and go into his Ludicolo, so, I thought Frillish was probably the safer bet there. EV like Frillish with max special defense and HP is nothing to be messed with, let me tell you. Even so, Giga Drain does quite a lot, so I figure let's go to Wormadam. I can probably take it. Even if he goes for Hydro Pump next turn, which he does, and thank the gods he misses. Wouldn't have killed me anyway, but it's nice not to take the damage, of course. I get at my rocks there. Now, I say that miss doesn't really matter too much because next turn I go for a Toxic, and the damage that he gets from Toxic really doesn't make much difference in the game, if I'm completely honest. But it's always nice to have. I should really gone for Signal Beam, and you'll see what I mean a bit later on, but either way, I'm thinking either he'll predict my switch to Frillish or he'll switch out, so I figure go for a Signal Beam regardless, see what happens. In comes the Muck, and Muck of course is going to take nothing from a Signal Beam. This guy, Muck, let me tell you, stuff like Muck, Swallow and Dragonair, Miltank, they're all pretty common kind of bulky setup Pokemon, right? They give me a lot of problems. If you let them get set up too much, they will sweep your team. Unless you have something to Whirlwind or Roar, which I normally don't tend to carry. What I do carry instead though is Encore. I almost always have an Encorer on my team, in the form of Lipard normally. Now Lipard is a pretty damn good Pokemon because I kind of wanted to use any kind of Pokemon that learns Foul Play, right? Crocodile is too high up, unfortunately, and well, I guess it doesn't really need it to be honest, since Crocodile has decent attack moves anyway. But I figured, okay, Lipard's Dark type, it's really quick, it outspeeds pretty much everything in the NU tier, barring stuff like Swellow. And given that I'm Dark type, Foul Play still gets its stab bonus, but you don't need any attack investment, so it kind of works out. You can just kind of play off frail physical sweepers like, I guess, Basculin, or probably wouldn't outspeed a Floatzel. I can't remember off the top of my head their base speeds, but you get the idea. It's a pretty good move to have on him. My Lipard also has, it should have T-Wave, but it instead has Taunt, Encore, and the other move is Swagger, so pretty interesting set. I kind of like to experiment with different sets, so. Anyways, in comes Muck. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. Now, I almost clicked Lipard here, but then I thought, wait, if he predicts that and goes for a Focus Punch, that will be the most embarrassing moment of my Pokemon quote-unquote career. So I'm going to go to Frillish here, take the Focus Punch, because obviously I'm Ghost type. And now I'm thinking, okay, he'll predict me to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and Muck is slightly faster, so I'm going to go to Lipard here, just because I can just Encore him into it. And looking at it, it looks like he's taken most of his health just from getting subs off, which kind of comes into play a little bit later. You'll see how that damage kind of helps me out a little bit, but I go for Encore anyway, just to be safe. I don't really care if he switches out or not. I'm just trying to... I'm in a decent position, so I figure I may as well play safe at this point. Now in comes Magmortar, and I'm looking at my team and I'm thinking, okay, if I was him, I'd really want to get rid of either Wormadam or Vileplume. So I'd go for the Fire Blast, right? Heatmore loves Fire Blasts. Loves them more than he loves chewing on those tasty, tasty Durants down in the anthills. So I go for Hone Claws as he switches back into Mesprit, get the Flash Fire boost of course. Now, Heatmore, this set I kind of stole off someone else. I can't remember if it was Amazing or maybe NBZ. Someone on here probably, but I stole this set, so I can't claim any credit for it. It's Hone Claws, Fire Blast, Focus Blast, and the last move is Sucker Punch. I go for Sucker Punch on Ludicolo just because it's probably faster and I may as well get the damage off on him. And looking at that, Heatmore almost takes out a Ludicolo. I don't have any attack investment whatsoever, but that was pretty impressive by Heatmore's standards. I have a lot more respect for this Pokemon after this battle. But it's a double down here, so I'm going to bring in Frillish. Now Frillish, I felt like was the safe play at this point, in case he brought in his Magmortar. That's kind of what I was thinking, but no Cigar is going to go into his Girafarig here. Makes a good play and goes for T-Bolt. I was kind of expecting either Crunch or maybe Shadow Ball. Girafarig is a little bit unpredictable. You never really know what it's going to do. I was kind of thinking also maybe Calm Mind or Work Up, but that doesn't happen. Get a crit here on the foul play, which probably did matter, let's be honest. He looked like he was more of a special attacker than a physical attacker, so yeah, that probably did matter. So nice little cheeky kill there for Liberd. Now I figure something's going to die to a T-Bolt here. I don't really care too much about Frillish at this point, looking at the rest of his team, so you know, happy face, you're going to be the one to die. I do find it impressive that I managed to take one from that range though. But now I'm thinking, okay, all he's got left is Magmortar, Blossom, and I believe his last is Muck, which is on half health, so I can bring in Absol. Now me going for Sucker Punch there is way too obvious, so I'm going to go ahead and set up a Hone Claws. I choose Hone Claws over Swords Dance or Sub or whatever, just because this is kind of a new experimental set I'm trying out, and it does work surprisingly well. It's Hone Claws with Mega Horn, Stone Edge, and Sucker Punch. And ironically enough, Sucker Punch is kind of the filler move here. You could always swap it out for, you know, Night Slash or, I guess, Pursuit, any kind of other Dark type move you want. But I feel like, well, you can't really have Absol without Sucker Punch, so I just put it on there just because I can. His last is Magmortar here, gonna die to a Sucker Punch, and that will be the game, so hope you all enjoyed. If you want to see more of this kind of stuff, feel free to check me out on my channel. My YouTube is Pyrotoz, which will be in the video description. But if you have any feedback, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. I took into account the feedback I got from the PMP beta video, which was pretty much just to speed up the video a bit more, so it's not so long and drawn out. But with that being said, hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.